Run With Chestnut.
All right, Run With Chestnut, episode number 7. Today we're talking about running or keeping active in the post-COVID or intra-COVID time, since apparently people kind of forgot that we're part of a pandemic right now. But anyway, we are doing some activities on our own. But anyway, so it's the three of us, Andrew, Simon.
Yeah, hello.
Andrew, Simon. So from the previous episode, I said we were something that I'm highly regretting saying right now. So I'm going to change that. Okay. We are the tuna melt.
We are not. We are not.
Yeah.
There's no
Andrew.
There's no cheese.
No. Andrew in the Bronx is the cheese.
No.
I am the tuna that sits between us.
Oh, you racist
mother. And Simon in the Bronx, in the Brooklyn, is the slice of rye bread that is slightly toasted and charred from a pan of olive oil.
Wow. Okay.
I'm also smelling the scent of wafting food smell from my kitchen, so maybe that's why I'm getting more.
How cultured of you.
What are you having tonight?
Back off the mic a tiny bit, Simon.
Okay.
All right, thanks. I am having I think I'm having burgers. I don't know what I'm having.
How dare you?
Awesome.
I'm thinking of switching over to an all bean diet.
I do not envy your toilet, bro.
All beans.
Poor toilet.
You remember those? You remember Mighty Beans?
No.
No. What's that?
Okay. When I was in elementary school, there was this thing called Mighty Beans, and it looks like basically like a massive Tylenol capsule.
Oh God!
With a little bean inside, and then you can roll it, and the bean would roll from one end of the capsule to the other, and make it like roll forward, like it'd make it continuously flip end to top, you know what I mean?
Really?
And so you'd buy these Mighty Beans, which have different characters on them. There were like 500 different characters, and if you got the Mighty Moose, it was worth like a lot of money or something. It was like this collectible Mighty Bean.
Wow.
I think I know what I'm doing for the next week. Okay.
No, I wonder, like, I'm kind of tempted to like go on eBay, and I'm not going to. But. Oh, dude, I remember I went to a ballet concert with my mom when I was in elementary school, and I took those Mighty Beans with me, right? And I accidentally dropped one in the middle of like the most quiet. It was like Swan Lake or something, and this Mighty Bean flipped from the top row all the way down to the stage, and you could hear it hit every single. It was like tick 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 tick, every single one.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Oh, it was so good.
That's terrifying. All right.
That's elementary school for you, bro.
What was your mom's reaction?
Oh, she was mortified.
I mean, who cares about pins dropping in a room when you can drop a Mighty Bean?
Oh, exactly. And then at the end of it, I was like, yo, Mom, let me go get my Mighty Bean. She was like, no, leave it there. Pretend like you don't know what it is. So I lost the Mighty Bean, but it wasn't the Mighty Moose, so it was okay.
That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I thought it'd be interesting. So for those who don't know, we are of the visually impaired variety.
Yes, we are.
Now, what does that mean, you say? I'll tell you what it means. It means we have no sight.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know what happened yesterday either.
That includes foresight.
And hindsight.
Perfect. Yes.
Joking aside, for myself personally, I can't see any light at all. So,
But you can't.
No, I can't. How dare you? Our friendship means nothing.
Wait. All the times I've been shining flashlights in your face means nothing.
Anyways,
think how much wasted batteries that is, bro.
Yeah, pay me in batteries, why don't you?
Yes.
But so yeah, I personally wasn't born this way. I've had sight when I was young.
Okay,
and
Lady Gaga.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And oh, I just got it. Okay.
Wow, really?
Okay.
Wow.
But yeah, so I've lived in the same house for all that time, which means I'm intimately familiar with all of my surroundings, including the yard, the block I grew up on, and how things are laid out, so on and so forth. All the various construction that's happened over the years, I've also familiarized myself with what that means to me as someone trying to walk around this place. And I travel perfectly fine on my own to most places, but I'm just intimately familiar with my surroundings here because this is my home turf. And
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but every time you say intimately, I just
Indeed.
picture you,
I know.
I just picture you getting intimate with a lamppost outside your door. outside.
I mean, don't you throw shade on my lamppost affair?
I'm sorry. Do you remember the time when we chained Simon into the yard?
So for context, there's a lock on my gate or a latch on my gate that you have to lift and open. And Simon,
No. And to be clear, the gate, this fence is like 3 feet tall. Like 3 feet tall. Okay, go ahead, Andrew. Go ahead.
but yeah, so Francesco and we thought it would be fun if we walked outside and just closed the gate. And there's no lock on it. The latch is just held down by gravity. And Simon, being in a rush, could not figure out how to open that latch at all.
Yeah, he just kept like yanking on it and like rattling it like an angry dog in a dog pen. He's just like, I can't open this.
I was like, guys, wait. And I was like,
we're like,
buddy,
bro, we're hungry.
It's a gate. Like,
I think we're going to the diner or something.
oh yeah, we were on the way to the
Golden
diner.
Eagle, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Golden Eagle.
Oh, dude, it was. I died. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go on, Andrew. You're intimately familiar with your neighborhood.
Intimately familiar with my neighborhood. So, in the times we are in now, there are many less cars coming down this one-way street I live on. So I thought it would be a great idea, because I got tired of taking normal walks every day, to go outside, walk to the end of my block, face the same way as the cars, and run down the street. Thinking to myself, it would be easier to hear where the cars are coming from if I know they're behind me.
Yeah. Okay. So now let me paint this picture. Okay. Just picture with me, folks. Andrew, who is a slightly pudgy 5'5" or so,
5'7".
5'5" or so,
7's important.
5'6" or so, blind dude, and he's poised at the top of the street. Okay, and it's a one-way street. He's poised himself. Okay, like a greyhound about to go out of a trap. Okay,
Yeah, leaning forward.
He's positioned. Yes,
One heel.
He's leaning
back.
forward, one heel slightly raised. Okay, and he listens for traffic. His ears are perked like a fox in the night. Okay,
They also have earphones in them, normally.
Oh my God.
They also have earphones in them because he's on the phone with me as he's doing this, which is very safe. I assure you, extremely safe. For
Yes,
a
I'm an
blind
expert.
person to cut out every cent, every yes, exactly. Anyway, he poised himself, and he listens for traffic. And when there's no traffic around, he gallivants down the street. He doesn't run; he gallivants or prances down this one-way street.
Prefer majestic gallop.
Majestically prances with his little feet flippity floppity down the street, his cane, his white glow-in-the-dark lightsaber of a blind cane swinging wildly from side to side, or held straight out in front of him as he runs, as if he was jousting in a medieval horse joust.
I mean, I could do with a better steed.
Now, picture this from the other perspective. The lady walking down the street
Oh no.
is reading her newspaper when she hears a pitter-patter of feet and she looks up to see what it is, and she sees a fearsome Chinese blind man come charging down the center of the street with his cane held out in front of him like a jousting lance.
With fluffy, unruly hair.
With fluffy, unruly hair and basically doing a galloping, prancing motion.
Yes, indeed.
Majestically.
Yes.
That dude, when you told me that, I died. I just.
I remember.
Did you hit the lady?
Remember. No,
I'm making up the lady.
Oh.
I'm totally making the lady up.
But there was a lady.
Oh, there was.
She was doing
Okay.
gardening, and when I walked back for my second lap, she was like, "Do you need to go to your house?" And I'm like, "No."
She thought you were lost. Oh, that's so bad.
So I'm like,
no.
no, I'm good. And because I walked back on a sidewalk, so she was right there just talking to me, and I go back up, and
She thought you were lost.
I rinse and repeat. And I think the best part of all this is being aware of what's coming at me from behind. So I hear the, beginning sound of a car coming at me from behind. And the moment I hear that, I just dash over to the side. And
yeah, like a rabbit, basically.
Yeah,
Except he
yeah.
doesn't get blinded in the headlights because he can't see the headlights.
exactly. Evolution at its finest.
So. Yes.
Yeah, and normally my cane will slam into a car or two, and I apologize. And I wait.
To the car, not the owners. To the car.
Yeah, just the car.
Yeah.
And I wait for the car to pass, and I'm just like huffing and puffing. And then 10 seconds later, a small little car will just like gently drive by. And as soon as it's past me, I just chase after it.
Yeah. Now explain to the viewers or listeners why the street and not the sidewalk.
There's more space to swing my cane.
Yeah. So explain like how the sidewalks are.
Oh, so the sidewalks on my block, they're for New York City, it's about average, I say. It's very similar to a Manhattan city block in width.
The streets, not the avenues.
None,
Like super narrow.
I'm talking about the sidewalk. But,
No, I mean like the side streets, not the avenue, not like Broadway.
oh, yeah. Sorry, definitely
Yeah,
the
yeah.
side streets.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and there's also stuff like, other people or gates that are open or a stop sign. And
Tree pits.
tree pits, that too. And as a person with a visual impairment, I find that
Really? You're doing that? Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
sorry, as a partially sighted, no, that's the UK.
That's the UK. Go ahead.
Yeah, basically, I find that it's really hard for me to keep in an exactly straight line, so that I prefer to have some width if I was ever to actually do some running on my own. And for the record, this is the first time I've actually ran on my own without the use of a treadmill in a couple of decades.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, it's very
It's super weird.
It's very weird. And so I thought, what's wider than the sidewalk? Oh, the street. And it's a pretty quiet street, so why not? So
Right. Things are pretty locked down, right? COVID, whatever. Very little traffic.
very
Yeah.
little, yeah.
And you have a speed bump, right? Outside your...
Yeah, and that was actually very lucky of just really lucky that the speed bump was placed outside, because we got a stop sign, or not a stop sign, but like a speed limit sign that's like, don't drive faster than local speed limits here. And they have a huge like rise up and down, kind of like a hill-ish kind of thing in the middle of the street. So
Right, which you can actually feel with your feet.
yeah, I can feel with my feet. I know I'm going uphill for all of half a second and going back down, and then I go for an extra 10 feet, then I turn back around. So
And you walk back on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Like you walk back to... Okay.
I walk back on the sidewalk because I don't like the idea of facing a car straight on or whatever. And
But wait. No, I'm sorry. No. Let me paint another picture for you guys, for you viewers. Picture this. Your name is Debbie. You're a 40-year-old mother of two driving home from the supermarket where you just had to brave the potential viral infections of COVID at the supermarket. And you're driving and you're like, oh, I'm almost home. Like, I can't wait. I got like Chef Boyardee in the back or something. and you hit the blinkers, you turn onto your street, only to see a fearsome blind person charging towards you with a cane sticking out like a
That
lance.
doesn't happen.
And he's yelling something in Chinese and she don't understand.
I
And
do
she's
not
just
do
like,
that.
No.
I do not do that. More realistically, though, is that she'll turn onto the street and see the back of some random person jogging down the street.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. If you were running towards the cars, that's what would happen. That's why you're not running towards the cars.
Exactly. And I think the best part is how you pointed out on that day when you called your incredibly reflective cane that is meant to catch the light and alert people to your presence is concealed by your body because they're running in the same direction as the cars.
Exactly. So for those that know, like blind people can, like it's most of it is this bright white reflective tape, right? So it's designed for people and cars to see. And the purpose of it is obviously the headlights to hit it. And Andrew's doing an amazing job because he's basically, by running away from the cars, he is hiding that cane entirely by his body or with his body. Yeah. So all they see is the very grayed, smudged, reflective tape that is on the back of your sneakers, aka
totally
nothing. Maybe if you wear like white socks, they'll see like some white things like flash up and down.
Yeah, maybe. And so, I mean, if I'm really lucky, they might not even know I'm blind from the back. And they'll just be like, what's this asshole doing running down the middle of the street? Like,
yeah.
Probably.
And then when they pull up next to you, what's this blind asshole doing running down the street?
Basically.
Oh, dude, I love it, man. It's so, oh my God. That's so typical you, dude.
It is.
It's fun. It's fun.
Very
Try to keep things interesting. I'm also coming off of a foot injury, so running really slowly on my own is a perfect way to keep myself engaged during this time of being cooped up inside every day. So I think yesterday was just the second day I've done this. I've done maybe about 4 laps, and I need to measure how far that distance is because I'm pretty sure my block in total is about 800 feet. And I think it's a little over half, maybe. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. And so besides your jousting, what else do you do? Are you doing to keep active?
Other things I'm doing to keep active, I have a few daily workout routines that I do involving dumbbells because that's all I have at my place is 15-pound dumbbell, so body weight exercises, push-ups, a few core things too, crunches and side crunches. I think those are definitely helping for somebody as pudgy as myself. That's mostly it from me. Also, I guess taking walks.
Yeah, that's good. Similar stuff, Simon. Body weight exercises and whatnot.
Body weights, push-ups, sit-ups, some like dumbbell work, like overhead squats, and then like curls. I too am pudgy.
Tell me this, Simon. Would you joust outside your apartment if your mother, if your mom, first of all, would let you, and second of all, would not get a heart attack? And third of all, wouldn't like charge after you with like a dustbin, like trying to smack you on the head with a dustpan.
I would not, because I don't trust myself to be able to hear a car.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
No, I don't either. I don't trust you
I
either.
know. I know.
So that's why you're going to do it next time you come over. I'll give you one end of a tether, and you'll tether guide with your friend.
Yes, Andrew will guide you, Simon.
Yes.
Let's give a little context. So, like, Andrew was born sighted. Francesco, you were. Well, do you want to give your thing, and then I'll give my thing?
What thing? Yeah, born sighted.
Okay, well, you were born sighted. I was not. So they have a more, I guess, a wider picture of surroundings and I guess, what their surroundings would look like, whereas me.
So generally speaking, because of our previous experience, we have a better way of contextualizing space around us. We're just more spatially aware.
Yeah, whereas me, I'm horrible
Because we've
at it.
actually seen space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you might be 100% correct, Simon.
Yes.
That might be why you're horrible at it. But I will challenge you to consider the previous podcast episode.
Oh, well, of
About
course, I can always
extreme
get
ownership.
better, obviously.
You could always get better than us.
Yeah.
We could. I mean, we also have a friend who plays basketball, and he was born blind. Or
Who?
Who?
Derek.
Oh, I hardly
Yeah.
know the guy, so.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess we more knew him in passing. Well, I worked with him for a bunch of years, but
I just remember him grabbing soap and being like, "Soap, here's some soap, bro," and like dumping a bottle every single time after RT.
that sounds like something good too.
RT,
In
by the way,
Lighthouse.
is rehabilitation therapy. I don't know why they call it that, honestly. I don't like that term, but that's what it is.
But so yeah, I guess I mean this podcast is called Run With Chestnut, so
Yes.
it should go without saying that all three of us are
Runners.
runners.
And
Oh wait, that's not what it means. What are you talking about?
all right, fine.
You never heard the expression "running up on someone"?
Actually, no.
No.
Thank you for your honesty. You could run with an idea.
All right. All
No,
right.
You know,
Yes.
hey man, I like your idea. Why don't you take it and run with it?
Yes.
You know that expression?
Yes.
I always thought
let
that
me
meant
run
they
an
wanted me
idea
to get
by you.
out.
No. What time?
Or let me run an idea by you.
There you go. Let me run an idea by you. So that doesn't have to be all about running.
No.
That's why it's not called running with chestnut. It's called run with chestnut.
I see.
But just one last question then. Who's Chestnut?
It's less of a question of who more what.
You also do that. Like, what? What?
I feel like is that from like mainly British actors in a movie?
No,
Cool-
our Andrew Juan
whip.
Pablo does that.
Oh, that's true.
Whip.
That's true. He does.
And I
whip.
notice it all the time. And I'm like, I don't know.
Cool whip.
No.
Cool whip. Do you know what that's from?
No.
No.
Family Guy.
Oh. Oh man.
Oh man, okay, this episode has gone down the tubes.
Yes.
A little bit. So, Francesco, what do you do to keep active?
What do I not do to keep active? No, lots of indoor biking. So, I don't know if I told you guys, but I actually recently figured out how to run the software that like controls the bike trainer off of my laptop.
You did. Yeah.
I didn't
Does
hear
it,
about
Andrew?
this. No, I didn't hear about this.
So so I mean, we could do a longer episode about this in the future, but basically, the way we use technology is iPhones, and laptops and stuff is a software it's called screen readers, and it's basically, it's like Siri on steroids, right? It's like it's verbalizing what's on the screen so that blind people can understand it.
Yeah.
Whatever. There's a very dumbed down version, but anyway, the iPhone app for the software that I use is not accessible. Because the menu button, I literally can't click on the menu button, which is the one button that controls everything. I cannot. If there was one button that was not accessible, it shouldn't be the menu button. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever. So up until this point, I had to ask a person with a sighted person to hit that menu button for me so I can search for the workout and then load it and blah blah blah. So a few weeks ago, I figured out, hey, I can actually download this software to my laptop, and on the laptop, it's actually 100% accessible. So I'm able to search through the entire library of workouts and pick exactly what I want. I can see what it is, and then load it up and pair it with my bike trainer and then ride.
Nice.
So that was super cool, dude. The
Self
being able to do
autonomy.
that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. So lots of indoor biking. I got access to a friend's basement where I'm able to run maybe once a week or two.
Oh, lucky.
So I'm able to do that.
Lucky you, man.
But yeah, man, just a lot of indoor stuff. No swimming, obviously. All the pools are closed. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I thought you were taking online lessons in your living room.
I don't need lessons. I don't need lessons. Who have you been talking to?
That's right. I forgot. You actually videotaped the lesson. Oh, no.
What do you know?
Someone else does.
No, I do the worm on the floor, a.k.a. my swim session.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's. I mean, it's a good time, man. They just announced that the New York City Tri is canceled.
Oh, really?
They did?
Yeah, which I'm going to tell
Oh.
people on the call on Saturday.
Okay. Well, I'm not surprised,
but-
obviously, but
Well, yeah, no, but
Yeah.
the fact that they like put off announcing it this much, it was like it kind of gave people, I think, a little hope that it would happen.
Bit.
But because it's not happening, we can actually. So there's two things we can do our own thing, like distance, right? Like depending on what the situation is at the time. But second thing is the virtual Hope Possibility is happening that week, or like that next week,
Really? Huh.
and we might do like a duo sort of duathlon challenge
All right.
where you run 5K with someone, so like you can run with your dad or something, Andrew,
Yeah.
and then you bike 10 miles, and we could do like a distance tandem where it's like, not everyone has to meet up at once, right? Like we can kind of sparse it out.
Right.
And
That'd be
run
interesting.
and bike 10 miles, and you're basically just doing this, and I don't know.
Do we,
It's something to do.
do we bike through a car wash so that the bike is always nice and
Sparkly clean.
Sparkly clean, yeah.
I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Not bike through it because I'm not insane, but like I've always
that's just
wanted
me
to
then.
just. I never wanted to bike through a car wash. I'm talking those massive ones where it's like they're like brushes on all sides that like brush the car as you drive through. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm good. I don't need to do that. Especially since I'm tall. Like, I don't need to
Oh,
I don't need
dear.
get this massive, 5 foot wide brush just coming down on my head.
although I am curious how things will look up at that, like especially at the end of July. It seems like everyone now is like kind of forgetting about this virus, to me at least.
We'll see, man. We'll see what happens.
So,
What do you got planned the rest of today, both of you?
I should work out. I have my coding.
Is that where, right? Yeah, go ahead. What?
I have my coding lesson later,
That's right. Simon's learning how to code.
which I'm really concerned about, actually.
Really?
See what happens.
Yeah.
Did you find a friend or are
No,
you paying for
found
lessons?
Paying for lessons.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm actually concerned about. And I don't know why I didn't do this earlier, but yesterday I went on AppleViz. There was an article on AppleViz because I was looking up text editors for Python, and the article was on the discussion on AppleViz was that Windows is completely accessible with Python, and Mac is extremely difficult, and you can probably get TextMate or Emacs. And looked up what Emacs was. I'm like, Emacs is a whole it's like a whole desktop you install, which is audio. I think it's something to do with Linux, and so I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
that
well,
rings
this is
a
going
bell.
to be very interesting. I really hope I didn't do all this for nothing. So we'll see what happens tonight.
No, see what happens first time. Yeah.
And that article was published in 2017, so I'm hoping
Oh, so yeah, maybe things.
Maybe.
improve.
maybe.
Yeah, I actually start taking just some sessions with my friends tomorrow because I'm friends with a bunch of computer programmers, programming majors, as it were, and I asked them to teach me, and they were like, well, "What do you want to do with programming? How am I supposed to teach you?" I was like, "Just teach me what you know."
And I'm
Yeah, let
assuming
us know
they
how it
all use
goes.
Windows, right, Andrew?
Yeah, they all use Windows.
Damn. What is it like? Not a lot. It seems like not a lot of people use Mac, or blind people use Mac.
I mean, there are a lot of people who
Not
use
blind.
Mac, I think, but
The two people I sent you, Simon, the video things, both of those are on Mac.
Yeah, but they're not blind.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
people do. Yeah.
Right.
yeah, just programming majors are typically Windows users normally. That and these friends of mine are out of the States, so Windows is a bit more affordable for them.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah, there's that too.
Makes.
Yo, we should have an episode Mac versus PC.
We really shouldn't.
Well, yeah. I'm questioning my ability to even use PC. I mean, probably could pick it back up, but I'd be so rusty at first. Like I barely remember how to.
Yeah. The bad part about if we did a Mac versus PC is that, Andrew, you have never used a Mac. Simon, you're very limited on the PC.
Yes.
I kind of remember PC. I like both, but I feel like I don't know. No, it'd be an interesting discussion. I feel.
I mean, I eventually want to get a Mac someday, but as it is right now, I don't even have the most ideal PC, so it's something for the future.
No, I'm not saying buy both. I'm saying like debate which one's better.
Yeah, but I don't want to debate without knowing both sides because
So then you can debate your PC, and then Simon has to debate his Mac, and the two of you can go head to head.
this is like an
Try to
image
convince
of
each other.
two blindfolded swordsmen swinging at each other with wooden swords and just missing every stroke.
Except they're both like faced away from each other and just like
Right.
waving in midair.
And the thing is that PC, I'm sure, has changed so much since I last used it. So any argument I make could probably be contradictory.
What OS did you last use, Simon?
For what?
Windows.
I think it was like Windows 7, maybe.
Okay, 7 wasn't
Probably
too bad.
this last time I used Windows, but even then I barely knew like much.
Right, you didn't do much on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, I think like it'd be an interesting discussion.
Yeah.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
Maybe.
Okay, cool. So next Thursday, right? Windows versus Mac. Sounds good, guys.
Oh god.
No. All right, cool, man.
Cool.
I think that settles how we're keeping active.
Yep.
Some future episode discussions.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Sounds good.
Cool.
We done? All right, we done.
Cool.
See y'all guys later.
See you later.
runwithchestnut.com. Social media. Tag us. Tell us what you want. Tell. How about this? Why don't you guys tell us what you want us to talk about
Good idea.
at Run With Chestnut? If Simon could secure that domain. Anyway,
Yes.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
All right.